Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have ignition.
It's time! 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead. Piper got a piece of it. It comes off. The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
Tying run at second, 2 out. Palmero over the head of Jenks. Uribe charges, throws, out! And the White Sox have won the World Series.
To the far side around the 8-yard line to Hester. Under it and to the middle with the 15 to the 20, breaks free to the 25 to the 30 to the outside. 40, midfield, 40, 30 to the coast, 20, 15, Hester 5. Oh! Touchdown!
Slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's in time. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series.
What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Shawn and Maya in the morning on this house music. Bears victory still. Monday. You know what? We're still bump that. We're going to do it. Hold on, player. Hold on, player. Yeah. We're still basking in the glow of the undefeated preseason. Yeah. So welcome everybody. House Music Monday. Bears victory Monday. All right. What the hell? My hat's all crooked. It's all right. And I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Thanks for tuning in. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, well, then I guess you found us on Facebook. And if you're not following us on Facebook, go to Facebook, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the like button, and now you're following Sports Zone Chicago. But wait, there's more. Go to the show's page. Go to Shawn and Maya in the morning. Like that page as well. So not only will you be following Sports Zone Chicago, but you'll be following Shawn and Maya in the morning as well. If you're watching us on our YouTube channel, excellent. And if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, for real. All right, go to YouTube, type in Sports Zone Chicago, click the subscribe button. Okay, but also click the notification button. That's the little bell next to it, and that'll let you know anytime a show from Sports Zone Chicago is going live. Get it? Got it? Good. Now, it's $3.99 to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, if you're watching us on our mobile app, yay. Please don't tell us you didn't know we had a mobile app. Listen, look at the bottom of the screen. All right, go to wherever you get your apps from. And it doesn't matter whether it's iTunes or Google Play or Amazon or Walmart or Kmart or 7-Eleven. Or Zaire, or Zemsky, or Macy's, or Montgomery Ward's, Venture, Woolworth, Weebles, Gold Blast. Doesn't matter where you get your apps from. You go there, you type in Sports Zone Chicago, you download it, you take us with you on the go. So not only do you get Shawn and Maya in the morning 3 days a week, not only do you get our other live shows throughout the week, and not only are they archived there like they are on Facebook and YouTube, but I'll tell you what, we give you a slew of articles. Thanks to my man Clarence Council III. Big up to Clarence for keeping you abreast of all articles Chicago sports related. Now, if you're watching this on a Roku channel, I like that kind of party, baby. Listen, if you don't know, you better ask somebody. Sports Zone Chicago, we have our own Roku channel. So do us a favor. Okay? Download Sports Zone Chicago channel to your television, if you have a Roku TV, of course. Put it there next to Netflix, Max, HBO Max, which we're all going to be watching tomorrow, 8 o'clock. Hard Knocks again. All right? Put it next to Hulu, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, Stars. Next Friday, the final season of Power. Book 2 is beginning. Just and put it right there next to the big boys. Right, we're right there on the big screen, right? Mickey Ficky now. All right. Now you can also tweet the show. Tweet us at Sports Zone Shy. That's CHI at Sports Zone Shy. Now, if you want to follow me, just me personally online. You want to know what I did? Well, let me tell you what I did. And nice and easy for you folks. Nice and easy. One handle for Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok. All one handle at the Shawn Sierra. Want to follow my lovely co-host Maya Kai? You can follow her on Facebook and Twitter at the Sports Chica. And if you want to follow her on Instagram, IG, or you do it just for the gram, we'll just follow her at Maya_Kai. That's why does this keep doing that? Whenever I hit the button, it goes off. I don't know why. Listen, we have a great show, but I need you to get interactive. So whatever platform you're watching us on, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, our mobile app, leave a question or comment on that platform. It'll come up here on the thread. We'll put it up on the show, on the screen. We'll incorporate it into the show, and that, my peoples, is what makes this the best morning Chicago sports talk show around, and that's you. So bring them all, baby. Questions, comments, smart-ass remarks, because ain't nobody scared over here. And like The Rock said, baby, so don't sing it. Bring it. Woo, Charlie. Let's check out the chat already. Man, it is jumping. Cornelius Squall's in the house. What up? All the sports donors in the house. I think we're ready to roll. Let's go, Cornelius. My man, Shawn Walls in the Mickey Ficky house. Happy House Music Monday, sports donors, and no burpees today. It was all heavy lifting today. All heavy lifting today, Shawn. No burpees. My man, Armando Emeterio. Lara Jr., my man, Junior's in the house. That's what I'm talking about. His wife, Patty Lara. Thank you, hon. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Levette Lee is in the house. Here's Happy House Music Monday, y'all. Levette Lee is in the house. Thank you, Ma, for tuning in. I appreciate it. James Ford's back in the fold. We missed you. Good to see you back again, Papa. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Plank's up in this mother Hubbard. Hell yeah, Plank's in here. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. You're actually good call, Plank. Seeing how Junior, hope you're feeling better, buddy. I know you're struggling a little bit. You had some back issues over the weekend. Hope you're feeling better, bro. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. Damn, bro. I'm sorry. I am sorry, man. Well, that starts to show off on a downer. Oh. Damn. Well, we got a lot to talk, baby. We got a lot to talk. A lot of baseball. Some basketball. And a lot of football. A lot of football. Man, it's here we go. You know, Angel Reese is doing some great things. Doing some really, really good things. I want her game. Here's the one thing that, and I hope people don't take this the wrong way. And if you do, you can go to hell because I really don't care. Excuse, pardon me. So, as much, and I love her double doubles. We'll talk about that later. I want her to get more controlled. She's got to get stronger. Okay. I love her. Don't get me wrong. I love her energy. I don't want that to change at all. Okay. She just always seems out of control a little bit. I don't know if she's trying to, flail for foul calls or what, but I need her stronger. All right. And it's not her fault. Okay. Let's not forget. She's been playing ball since October. All right. We talked about the very slim window from the women's Final Four to the draft to camp. It was a month, literally a month. Within a month, she went from her final game to training camp. Okay, so no off season to get stronger, to relax, to recover. But one thing I need her to do, one thing I do need her to do is I need her to be a little more under control. and it sounds weird because it's her, and it doesn't mean she can't hustle. No, not at all. I love the way she hustles. It's the way when she puts them back. Sometimes they look crazy, look with a lot of control. I don't know, and I think this might be. It could be because she's not as strong as she needs to be. I don't know. I'm kind of nitpicking here, but I want her game tight. I want her game tightened up because she's an unbelievable talent, and I want her to succeed to the highest level here in Chicago. She already understands how much the city loves her. She gets it. The city loves the hell out of some Angel Reese. All right. I just want her to take her game up a notch. Like the one person, like when watching the game yesterday with Aja Wilson. Now, Aja Wilson, 2-time MVP. Okay, so of course her game's going to be a lot more refined at this stage of her career, or today, I should say. Her game's a lot more refined today than Angel Reese's was. And her game is a lot more refined today than it was when she came in the league. And that's where I want Angel Reese to grow, to get to that point. Aja Wilson is a stud. I don't think there's an argument that she's the best player in the WNBA. It's her mentality. You see how she plays. And I want Angel Reese to get to that point eventually. Another 2 years or so. But you see Aja Wilson, everything is deliberate. Everything, like she never looks like she's out of control. Even off of rebounds, she never looks like she's out of control. And that's the one thing I want Angel Reese. I want her game to get to is to that level. Be a consistent mid-range jump shooter. Get to the point. Yeah, she needs more upper body strength. Exactly what it is. And I'm telling you, I would love to work out with these girls. It's, I would love it. All right, there's things that we do to strengthen their core, strengthen, their posterior chain. All the things you need to move people and be stronger. So, oh man, hold on. Aunt Moss in the house. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. King Booker World has checked in. Yeah, baby. Dude, that's good stuff, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. Where did it say? Oh, so Monica might be watching as well. And Jeremiah. Please let us know. But thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let's see. What did you see, Junior? I saw a post where they said the WNBA doesn't deserve to get better. Too much pettiness that they keep attacking Clark and Reese. That shows the women don't want to grow. They want to be petty. I don't know about it doesn't deserve to get better. Trust me, when contracts start coming up for negotiation, hell, they were on CBS. The Sky Aces game on yesterday was on CBS. Not Ion, not the Marquee Network, CBS. All right. The one thing they just have to, and you got to understand, women can be petty. Especially, and here's the problem. When you're not dealing with a lot of money, okay, and someone else comes in making more money than you, that's still, for all intents and purposes in pro sports, not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money at all. it's, and I hate to correlate it to social standards, because we're dealing with six figures here with girls, and we're dealing with people who are poor, and believe me, anywhere near six figures in society. Okay, but there's I want mine. It's a very defensive mindset that they have to get out of. There's way too much petty behavior. I agree, but it goes to the thing where no one's making a lot of money. Okay, like I said, by sports standards, that is peanuts. So when you get someone coming, so now mind you, most of the women in the WNBA didn't have deals. There's some with shoe deals and stuff like that, but they're not. Think of all the NIL money that Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese came into the WNBA with. That's more than most, or just about all players' salaries. Okay, and yeah, so there's going to be some pettiness when you're not making a lot, like I said, and someone comes in your same niche, making a hell of a lot more money. Yeah, I get it. I get it. But they have to deal with this. And you know what? When the next collective bargaining agreement, once they get their first huge TV deal, and all of a sudden all these salaries start going up, there's expansion and more teams, and you start to see more and more teams start to play. So you're getting, every player is going to get at least $1 million. Then we'll be, oh wow, then it's a whole nother story. That's funny, Cornelius. They need anti-pettiness training. You're dealing with women, though, bro. Women can be very catty, very petty. So that's asking a lot. Hey, you know what? It's going to be having anti-pettiness training for women in the WNBA is like having financial training for a lot of the guys in the NBA and NFL. They still go broke. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you tell them. Because where part of the issue is the insecurities of women. Like, I can almost guarantee that some people just don't like Angel Reese because she's Chi-Town Barbie. She's got a lot of attention, a lot of followers, a lot more money, and she's pretty. She's a very attractive young lady. There's a lot of non-attractive young ladies playing basketball. And just because it has nothing to do with whether you're good or not, no. But some women who they will have a tendency, because they've been told they're ugly, or they know they're ugly. All right. And this girl comes in, yeah, there could be some jealousy. It does. You know what also is hurting their brand is the way that the physicality that's being played on the court. I don't like it. It's back to the 90s men's basketball. I don't like that, especially for a sport that you're trying to grow. And believe me, I love physical basketball. I love basketball back in the 90s. But I don't think that physical style of play is conducive to the WNBA growing its brand. There are a couple times, I mean, these girls are just getting mugged. And you're like, no foul, no call. And I get it. I mean, they may want to stay away from the superstars get more calls than everybody else whistles, but man, come on. Bruja 7 and just checking in. Good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. My man Jason is in the house. I don't think I put his post up, but I don't think I said hi to Jason. Good morning, Jason. So I think they still have some things to work out. All right, you're going to have to add. Here's what's going to happen. Some of the old heads who are jealous and petty, they're going to start fading out as they get, they're going to start to get to the end of their NBA career, WNBA career, excuse me. Okay, and they'll fade out as more and more new talent comes in. Okay. So in about 5 years, many of the women who are petty and jealous, most of those women will be gone. Most will be gone because at some point those new contracts are going to kick in. The new contracts with dollar amounts. Yeah. Because you could sit there and tell them, or put it this way, they can't sit there and tell you that they don't realize that bigger paychecks are coming. They ain't stupid. They know bigger paychecks are coming. They know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese had a big part to do with that, with getting TV deals, which is going to give them more money. With marketing, which is going to give them more money. So I can guarantee you they know this, but the pettiness that's instilled, it's that crabs in a barrel mentality. You don't want anyone doing better than you. Well, what if the person doing better than you is actually helping you by being better, by coming into the league with more money, with more gravitas, with more influence? High tide raises all ships. And I'm sure they'll see it in their next contract. I'm sure. But if you saw that game yesterday, Lord have mercy, that was a phenomenal game. We'll talk about that. We're gonna take a break in about a minute or so. We're gonna go to break and come back. We are gonna do top of the morning topics. We're going to talk about this game, the Sky game. What a phenomenal game. And it was here in the South Loop. Solo. You call it Solo? South Loop? Great game. The Wintrust Arena was rocking. It was rocking. Man. Great stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. Hold on. We're going to take a quick break, and on the other side of the break, I promise you, we will get to top of the morning topics. We'll get to the top of the morning, all right? So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Move it!
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title. United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators. A passion to change lives. Spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds. Help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
Here's Kennedy Carter, leading scorer for Chicago. Fadeaway 12-foot jumper drops down. Her production has increased since the trade of Mabry.
Keeping them in the game right now, shooting a three awfully well.
There's Banham for three. She's got a pair of threes off the bench for Chicago.
Makes it difficult in the defense if she's going to hit down that elbow jump shot.
Carter, great dribble drive along the baseline. Coming up for Chicago on this possession. Allen sees a lane. Great right-hand finish.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of Ion. That was Saturday's game against the Connecticut Sun. Yeah, that wasn't yesterday's game against the Aces. Yeah, it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday's game against the Aces was, whew. Yeah. Let's see. Who knows? Everybody's fired up. Thank you, Levette. I sneezed earlier. That's funny. Well, guys, you know how we do. The first segment of every show is called Top of the Morning.
It won't come just when you want it.
Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you.
The first top of the morning topic, man, it was a tough one. Do I do that? No, we'll start here. The Cubs. Yeah, baby. The Cubs. Tough one. The Cubs fall to the Florida Marlins 7-2 yesterday. Just won't get the sweep, huh? Javier Assad was on the bump. He got the loss. He's 6-4. He went 7 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, 1 walk, 3 punch outs. It's a quality start. 6 innings, 3 runs. Quality start. Just could not get on the board. Ian Happ was 3 for 5. 2 doubles. 28th and 29th of the season. Driving in his 72nd run of the year. Dansby Swanson was 1 for 4. Getting his 19th double of the season. No rest for the weary. The Cubs traveled to the Steel City, and this is the next top of the morning topic, to face the Pirates. First pitch today is at 5:40 p.m. Central Time. You can catch that game on the Marquee Network or listen to it on their flagship station, 670 a.m. Jameson Taillon is on the bump for the Northsiders. He's 8-8 with a 3.77 ERA. He's going up against Mitch Keller on the bump for the Men of Steel. Oh, the Pirates of Steel, I should say, because it's Steel City. Mitch Keller, he's 11-7 with a 3.76 ERA. Yeah, let's get to it. White Sox. The White Sox yesterday lose to the Tigers 9-4. Jonathan Cannon got the loss. He's 2-8. He went 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs, 4 free passes, and 4 punch-outs. Andrew Vaughn was 2 for 3 with a double, his 28th, a homer, his 15th, and drove in 2 RBIs, his 56th and 57th of the season. Andrew Benintendi was 1 for 3 with a double, his 16th. Also notching a ribby, his 43rd of the year. And Jokes plated his 11th RBI of the season. The next top of the morning topic is the White Sox. The White Sox reached 100 losses yesterday with that loss. You know, this is the fastest that any team has ever reached 100 losses. This is unbelievable. The 1962 Mets lost August 29th to fall to 34 and 100. The 2003 Tigers lost August 30th to fall to 34 and 100. And that's when they got their loss. So we're talking August 29th and August 30th. The White Sox, they said, no, let's not do that. Let's be the best at being crappy. The White Sox lost on August 25th, their 100th loss of the season. And they fell to 31 and 100. The fastest. Embarrassing? No, it's beyond embarrassing. Beyond embarrassing. You know, I feel bad for Grady Sizemore. I mean, you get, I know he's the interim, but man, you're right, Michonne, the fastest to 100. The vet, no, stop blaspheming on here, young lady. Stop. You know, it's so frustrating. I don't even know what to say. Like, I'm so pissed. And we'll keep it up. Keeping up with the Sox is the last top of the morning topic. The White Sox look to avoid the 4-game sweep at the hands of the Detroit Tigers as they host the Tigers tonight. First pitch is at 7:10. You can catch that game on NBC Sports Chicago or listen to it on their flagship station, ESPN 1000. The probables, Ty Madden should be on the bump for Detroit, going up against Davis Martin on the bump for the Southsiders. Davis Martin is 0-2 with a 3.22 ERA. Wow. Like, I don't even know what to say. Can I say anything? Are they worth saying anything? You know, it's like, so let me see. Yeah, that's crazy. So the next top of the morning topic, this one, I know this is it's not Chicago sports per se. But this is great baseball. Shohei Ohtani. Oh, what did I do? Here we go. This dude is unbelievable. Shohei Ohtani. Over the weekend, He hit his 40th homer and stole his 40th base in the same game. This guy is the fastest to ever reach the 40-40 mark in the history of baseball. And he's the fastest to hit the 40-40. And I thought I got it. I did get it. I just may have. So he's the fastest to get 40-40. And guess what? He's going to hit 50-50. I will almost guarantee he's going after the 50-50 club. He'll be the first person, the only person in the 50-50 club. The only person. Do you understand? Do you realize how difficult it is to get 40-40? 40 homers, 40 stolen bases. There's only a handful of guys who've done it. Only a handful of guys who've done it. I'm trying to pull up the list. And I don't know what I did with it. I know I had it. But this guy's amazing. Sorry. Yeah, this guy's amazing at what he does. Like, and mind you, he's doing this all with a surgically repaired UCL. Like, he's not pitching. And just think if he was pitching. I mean, my question is, how do you not give him the MVP every year? If this guy, imagine if he was doing this and pitching. Imagine if he was doing this and had 16 wins. How crazy would that be? So what happens next year if he's able to pitch? Okay. Or in 2 years, and he does the same thing. What do you do then? Does he win MVP for what, 3-4 years in a row? The only 40-40 people are Jose Canseco. Remember, he was the first 40-40 guy back in 1988. Barry Bonds, second in 1996. A-Rod, he's the third, 1998. Alfonso Soriano with the Washington Nationals in 2006. Ronald Acuna Jr. last year, and Shohei Ohtani this year. This joker might mess around. Not might. He's going to hit 50-50. Nope. Those are the only ones, Cornelius. Jose Canseco, Barry Bonds, A-Rod, Soriano, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Shohei. That's all right, bro. That's cool. Kevin, Scott, good morning, Papa. Thank you for tuning in. You know what, bro? I don't even think they're pathetic. I think calling them pathetic would be an insult to pathetic teams. I don't even think they're that good. Pathetic teams are a lot better than our White Sox. Jason says, I'm embracing the horror. Let's go for it all. Let's go for the record. I hear you. If you're going to go out in a blaze of glory, that's a blaze of glory, damn it. That's a blaze of glory. Yeah, Aunt Moss, there you go. You feel it. If you're ever going to be bad, instead of record and be the worst. We talked about forever, that's for sure. We don't need you laughing at that, Levette. No, thank you. We don't need you doing that. Ouch is right, Plank. Ouch is right. Ouch is right. It's, man. It shows how close you've been following baseball recently, Cornelius. That's what you said. You know what, dude? It's understandable. There's been no reason to. And you know what sucks is like people who are like beat writers. Imagine the beat writers every day. Like our guy Scott Merkin. You know what? I got to give him a call. See if he'll come on. Scott Merkin, who covers the White Sox for MLB. How would you like to cover that team? And travel with them? Yeah, I don't know. I think that would be far too much. And the final top of the morning topic, we talked about it last week. I don't care. I don't care. I love it. What happened? No, don't tell me, Steve-O. Steve-O. Oh, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. The Bears. As you can see, the Bears, they finished up their preseason undefeated. I'll tell you what, I like it. I will tell you this, though. It doesn't mean a God bless a thing. Doesn't mean a thing. That's okay. There we go. We'll do that. We'll add both. See if Steve will put those up. Here we go. Oh, there we go. The Bears beat the Kansas City Chiefs 34-21 on Thursday. We know we talked about it on Friday, and I had the Bears victory Friday, had the victory chain, I had the whole nine. But you know what? I wanted to talk about it and mention it again. Because I did. Be like, dude, announcing dude in Major League announcing the baseball games. Yeah, that's funny. Bob Uecker, just a bit outside. But the Bears with a big win, and it means nothing. Now they have until Tuesday to trim their roster to 53. And that's the key thing. What and who? You know, let's talk a little bit about the roster and who you think makes it, who you think doesn't. We'll talk about that at the top of the hour. And there's a lot of battles. A lot of battles. You know, I think that at the line battle is huge, especially now. And then here's what the Bears did. The Bears made a trade. They made a trade. First, here, let me get this banner off the screen so everyone watching can see it. They traded for Darrell Taylor. He's a linebacker out of Seattle. Actually, an edge out of Seattle. They traded him for a 2025 sixth round pick, but also it was basically because we got Darrell Taylor and a 2025 seventh round pick. All right, seventh round pick. So we got a player and a draft pick for a draft pick. Now, Coach Eberflus said he likes his motor. You know, they're not bringing in guys that don't play hard. So this guy's okay. Put him opposite Montez Sweat. Guy's averaged 21, not average. The guy is averaged. Let me just put it this way. The guy has 21 sacks over 3 years. He's averaged 7 sacks a season, 21 and a half actually sacks a season. He's averaged 7 sacks a season. You get a 7 sacks this year. Wow. I'll like that kind of party. Cornelius Squall said he really liked Darrell Taylor coming out of college. Okay. Okay. Then the Bears went and made another trade. The Bears traded one of their 3 6th-round picks for defensive lineman Chris Williams from the Browns. Now, this guy does not have a very long resume. 21, 22. Yeah. Yeah, Chris Williams does not have a long resume. Apparently, he was with. No, he's only 26 years old. No sacks, 8 games in 21, 5 games in 22, 6 tackles. So this guy's brought in for depth and competition, which has me wonder, what about Dominique Robinson? What about Kevin Hardy? It's going to be some very, very difficult decisions to be made for Ryan Poles. Extremely difficult decisions. Extremely. But I like it. You know, I like it. I think just bringing another person in that you traded for ups the ante a little bit. The competition was there. Don't get me wrong. But the fact is, once you bring in a guy in, you trade for a guy. If you're one of the people here, you're like, damn. Especially if you're on the bubble or if you're not on the bubble and this trade pushes you to the bubble. But what it does is it forces you to play your best. It brings out the best. So hope you're able to shine on tape in those 4 preseason games, and hope you go crazy at practice. Because every day that goes by, Ryan Poles' words sing truer and truer. Where he said, it's going to be difficult to make this ball club. It's going to be difficult to make this team. Kevin Scott says, I'm rooting for Hardy and you probably mean Reddy Stewart. Yeah, we'll talk about those at the top of the hour as we go through the kind of go to the roster a little bit, talk a little bit about the rooms, the positions, who we think stays, who we think might be odd man out. Kevin, I'm rooting for Kevin Hardy. Kevin Scott, I'm replying to you. I'm rooting for Kevin Hardy and Reddy Stewart as well. I'm concerned about Stewart because, man, you have so many good corners. I mean, or you already got Jalen Johnson and Tyreek Stevenson. Then you also have Thomas Smith, the youngster from Minnesota who just had the pick 6. All right, you got, not to mention Kyler Gordon, and then one more. I don't know if it's Stroman that I was thinking. But the wide receiver, number 81, was it Williams? Showed out. Velus Jones. So we got a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And then where do you classify Velus Jones? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Are you going to create your own little category for him. What are you going to do? Cornelius Josh Blackwell, you're right. This is fun. Tough for them, but fun. Because here's the thing that you think about. If I put this guy in the practice squad, will he get scooped up by someone else? Because if you can, and I think many of you know this, but I'll reiterate it again. You can go any time of the year, you can go to anyone else's practice squad in the NFL and sign one of those players. The only caveat is you can't sign them and put them on the practice squad. When you bring them up, you sign them, they have to be the active day 53-man roster. So does someone think that Kevin Hardy should be a starting linebacker or defensive lineman? Depends. I think he should. I think he's earned a spot. He's been all over the last 3 games, all over the screen. Kevin Hardy, I'm talking. Sacks galore. I like Kevin Hardy big time. Big time. I'm not to say, I like him. Cornelius says, this is the most complete Bears team that I have seen. That includes the 85 Bears. I don't know. I mean, I'll disagree with you. It's the most complete team since the 85 Bears. I mean, but we don't know what kind of quarterback play we're going to get this year. Because quarterback play was good in the 85 season. Jim McMahon. I don't know. I'm anxious to see, and you know what might be dope? Because it has to be done by 3 p.m. tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Editors from Hard Knocks are videotaping all this stuff. How crazy would that be? They videotape you getting a pink slip. That would be crazy. King Booker World, yes. Hardy has been a pleasant surprise, a very, very pleasant surprise. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. On the other side of the break, we'll have more. Actually, we'll talk Bears. We'll talk a little Sky, and we'll talk Bears. All right? So don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms, on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
Time out. How are you feeling right now? Happy? Excited? Angry? Overwhelmed? One of the best things you can do for your mind health is to name what you're feeling. It can sharpen your awareness and help you talk about your feelings with someone you trust. Here are 3 questions to ask yourself. Where are your thoughts right now? In the past, the present, the future? Do you notice any sensations in your body? Is your heart beating fast? Is there a flutter in your stomach? Or are you fully relaxed? What do you need right now? Time with others? Time to yourself? Remember, there's power in this awareness. So find ways to identify what you're feeling today.
Hi, guys. Hey. Hi, Megan. Hey, Jessica. Megan, you're a tramp. Ryan Fitch told me you guys made out. Everybody knows. He said your breath smells like garbage. And he almost puked. He says you're the most desperate girl he knows, besides your mom. How many boyfriends does she have anyway? Lots? Your makeup makes you look like a clown. That zit is huge, zit face. Ugly.
Hey, bud, what you doing?
I'm playing with cars.
Cars? Can you show me what a car does? Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a second. First of all, this is a school zone. So you need to put down your cell phone, stop texting, and let's get to driving. Now you're coming up to a stop sign, right? You need to slow down and stop before you hit that Y line. I want you to look left, right, left. You don't want to get hit by a car going on your left, and to your right to make sure you don't get sideswiped by a guy coming from your right. You're coming, and you see a crosswalk. You better slow your horses down, because the #1 rule of driving is always yield to pedestrians. Now stop, pull over, and you are done driving. Gosh, what do they teach you kids in school nowadays?
Out of the strike zone. Chopper to second base. Sosa goes to second. Nicky Lopez will convert the double play.
Big double play at that for the White Sox.
Batting third. This one well hit to right center. Going back, chasing is the right fielder Carpenter. And it's going to hop over the wall into the stands for a ground rule double, as Nicky Lopez will score. Andrew Benintendi gets the scoring started. Sox lead at 1-0.
Mentioned in Andrew Benintendi, who has been swinging it well here over the last few weeks. Puts a charge into the alleyway.
Drafted high, both trained by Joey Gomes.
Going the other way is Andrew Vaughn. Will it stay fair? Yes! Benintendi will score back-to-back doubles for the Sox. And it's now a 2-0 lead here in the first.
Yeah, and that's about all she wrote. And that's all she wrote. Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of NBC Sports Chicago. Yeah. Not very good. Not very good. I'm anxious to see what direction they go. I'm anxious. If you look at the I don't know about all that. That's funny. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, if you go position by position, definitely a better team. You're right. They just got to prove it. Now you got to go out and ball. Most complete Bears team I've seen. Yeah, I mean, you got to remember the team. What 2010 team that went to 2012 team that went to the NFC Championship game with Cutler and Urlacher and Tommy Hare. I mean, those and Spice Adams, and that was a pretty good team too. Offense, defense. I think that I want everybody to lay off and I don't want it to sound like Jesus, I hit this thing again. I don't want it to sound like I have an issue or I'm hating on this team. I'm not. We just haven't seen it done yet. All right. We just need to see it done. It says Russell Webster says if Robinson makes it and Hardy gets the axe, you know that was all polls. I was hoping this team would get away from the politics. Yeah. Well, I mean, Dominic Robinson's had a good camp as well. Russell, it's not like he hasn't been performing. You know, he's backed it up. So if it's a situation where it's between those two, well, he can legitimately say, well, Robinson's gotten better. Robinson has gotten better. I think we've all seen that. Yeah, I am optimistically cautious. It's just that it's just all my years in football, my years of playing, my years of coaching. You got to see until they perform on a consistent basis. Then we can say, okay, well, we know what to expect from this guy. That's that, you know what I mean? And everybody's so fired up about Caleb, and the defense has gotten better. The defense, remember, was the number 1 defense in the NFL for the last 6 weeks of the season. But we still got to see it. All right, you're not going to be getting vanilla defenses. You're going to be getting disguised coverages. And guess what? They're going to get to the freshman, the rookie. They're going to get to him. They're going to confuse him. How does he perform then? I admit, I'm drinking Cornelius says, I admit, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid big time, but the talent is there. The talent is there. The talent was there last year. Well, after the sweat trade. It's coaching. Kevin Scott says Robinson does have potential, but Hardy has that motor and that dog in him. Kevin, I don't think truer words were spoken. And I don't know if Dominique can have that dog in him because he's still learning the position. Although at this particular point, man, you got it or you don't. One of the two. Like, you can't just say, okay, now I understand it. Now I can be a dog. Like, you could be a dog and still get blown up because you're learning the position. But there's a way. Like, I'm not seeing that dog in Dominique on a consistent basis. There's some plays where you see he gets it. There's some plays where like, oh snap, okay. And I personally, Eric Washington, the D-line and the D-line coach / D coordinator. And there's other plays I'm like, Dom, where are you? So my question is, do you still take Dom hoping he flashes? When you've got Hardy, you've seen what Hardy does. Hardy doesn't stop. Hardy's got that motor. Hardy can be in a rotation this year and be a difference maker. If they do keep Dominique Robinson, like I said, there's footage to back it up. He's played better. And then you say, okay, well, you have to understand that he was his guy. He's his draft pick. He's going to get a little extra on his leash. Cornelius, I agree. Cornelius says there's no excuse for Dom Rob's motor at this stage of his career. Yeah, you're in year 3? Year 2? Like, you got to, like, one thing. Like, you might not be fundamentally sound. Okay, I get it. You just learn the position, whatever. Okay, cool. You might not have the technique down. I get it. It's nothing to do with your motor. Has nothing to do with your motor. Let's see. He was, 22 and 23. It's your third year now, dog. I had to just check this out. This is your third year. We shouldn't be talking about your motor. We shouldn't be talking about, you not running to the ball. You not. That should be not. This should not be discussed. You know what Flus likes. And hell, we gave you 2 years. You've been given 2 years to learn technique, to get fundamentally sound. I said a Nomad show. I'll say it here. Cuckoo, Mr. Robinson. I'm keeping Hardy. I know you changed your body composition. I know you slimmed down. I know you bulked up. I should say, so you lost your baby fat and you bulked up. You got lean. I like Hardy. But I think if it comes down to it, they're going to keep Dominique Robinson. And he did enough to warrant keeping him, and he's their guy. He's their guy. So now Darrell Taylor's coming in. That's a nice little rotation with Montez Sweat. Austin Booker. DeMarcus Walker. It's a nice little rotation there. And I don't know if you trade it. I mean, I guess you could because it's the 6th and 7th picks and 7th round picks. So Chris Williams just created a little, more competition in that D line room. Not only do you have Gervon Dexter, but Zach Pickens, who's got an ankle injury. I think we really need Billings to have a great year. I think that if Billings goes out, there we go. If Billings goes out, I think we're hurt big time. DeMarcus Walker. Yeah. Darrell Taylor, Andrew Billings. Who's the right end? Yeah, DeMarcus Walker, Austin Booker. Okay. Yeah, Billings, Pickens, Gervon Dexter, Byron Cowart. Cornelius says Booker, Hardy, Taylor, and Williams all make Dom Rob look like he's standing still. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far, but you could definitely see the fact that they're trained D linemen. Okay, and he's switched over quarterback, wide receiver. Hey, Junior, my guy Armando says, I'm entering the season very tempered. Yeah, me too. But you had other guys who aren't. Plank says, Armando, not me, bro. I'm double fisting the orange and blue Kool-Aid. And Cornelius says, me too, Plank. I just don't want us to get hurt. Kevin Scott says, Billings is this team's version of Mongo, of Steve McMichael. Okay. I think more is in place this year. I think Caleb's going to do well. It's just that I'm praying because anything can happen. This is the NFL. Anything can happen. All right. We've seen, when we're arguing about this Caleb Williams and the previous quarterback, and you're going off of preseason stats and things like that, Well, everything's vanilla. You got to remember that. They're not showing you their best disguises. You think the Texans wanted to show their best disguise when they're playing them in week 1? You think anyone wants to show their best disguises when they know everybody has access to the film? So maybe you're right. Maybe you're right, King Booker World, when you said I am optimistically cautious. Because I, like you, just like you guys, I want them to do well. I want them to come out and go worst to first. All right, run this division, beat the hell out of Green Bay. I want them to go 6-0 in the division. They have the capabilities, don't get me wrong. What's going to happen when they face Green Bay? There seems to be a mental block. That's the team that owns us. You know, Montez Sweat already tweeted out, I'm not losing to effing Green Bay this year. What about the linebacker position? You mean you got the starters, TJ Edwards, Tremaine Edmonds. You got the jackhammer, Jack Sanborn. You have Release the Hounds, Micah Baskerville. You got Owen. Let me try to pronounce his name. Amin Agbongbemiga, linebacker out of UCLA. Even Jalen Jones. One of the guys that I'm concerned about is Noah Sewell. He was hurt a lot last year. Didn't get a lot of tick. So Noah Sewell might be on the bubble. One of his biggest advantages was he's a Poles guy. He's a Poles guy. Again, his leash is going to be a little bit longer than everybody else's. Little bit. But what about, like I said, Edwards and Edmonds? You got Sanborn. You got Baskerville. You got Jalen Jones, excuse me. I don't know. And I like Noah Sewell. I do. I really want him to make this team. I want him to have the opportunity to be a menace like he was at Oregon. Where he played all over the field. He played on the edge. He played in the middle. He blitzed. He dropped in coverage. I want that Noah Sewell back. Give him that opportunity. Give him that opportunity to get back to that. Sorry. Just my chain. Give him that opportunity. Because he's been hurt. And it's not his fault, but the NFL stands for not for long, man. You got to move. We got to see what you have now. Armando or Junior says the Bears were supposed to do well last season, and Getsy pulled an Aggie. Yeah. I also think that we didn't have enough receivers to throw the ball to yet last year. Although Cornelius, I do agree with you. He says if we can get teams in a passing situation, our back seven is going to feast. Yeah. But you got to get them in passing situations. The one thing that you can't do is you can't let guys or teams stay ahead of the sticks. You can't give him 4 yards on first down. Now it's 2nd and 6. You get 3 yards on second down. Now it's 3rd and 3. Now you don't know what they're going to do. It's not a clear passing situation. And the more you get these your opponents into clear passing situations where your defense is great, now you're cooking with gas. Kevin says, love our linebackers. They have to stay healthy. I agree with you about Sewell. I love his talent. Man, so do I. And he's got a motor. He's got the right mentality. He wants to go and run through people. That's what I like. But he's got to stay healthy. Baskerville already has a pick 6. Another linebacker has a pick 6. Come on, man. If we don't keep Sewell, and I don't think he'll come back to bite it on us, but I just don't want to see him. I shouldn't say that. I would hate to see him go do well somewhere else when we had him here. I would hate to see that. I mean, I'd be happy for him as a Bears fan. I would be. It would piss me off. Why? Because it'd be something like us and Lauri Markkanen. The way that we handle the Lauri Markkanen situation, he comes in, yeah, he's gone. All of a sudden becomes an all-star in Utah and gets a max deal. That dude is a stud. We had him here. Development is key. Development is key. How long are they going to wait for him to develop? Or does he make the roster? I'm talking about Sewell. And listen, homie, this is your last chance. This is your last chance. Because you haven't shown us exactly what we wanted. Okay. Or do they just say, hey, Baskerville has a pick 6. Ogman, I'm not going to pronounce his name. Cornelius. He says, we're going to turn the quarterbacks in our division into jug machines for our DBs. I hope so. From your lips to God's ears, Cornelius. You know, the running back room, we'll say on the defense. DB room is one that's really, really crazy as well. We talked about that earlier. All right, you got Jaquan Brisker, Kevin Byard, Jalen Johnson, and Kyler Gordon. For the backups, cornerbacks, Terrell Smith, Josh Blackwell, Greg Stroman, and Reddy Stewart. Stroman and Stewart are third on the depth chart. Kevin Scott agrees with me. He said, I agree, Shawn. Now is the time that he has to shine. Jonathan, no, that's a safety. They just got Reddy Stewart as a corner. Okay. They also have Terrence Rowe, number 33. That's how I remember his name. He's 4th on the depth chart at the cornerback. Yeah, I think he's cut. I think he's cut. Cornelius, whoo, that Kool-Aid is kicking in, is kicking, baby. It's kicking today. I just don't. And again, I'm not telling you how to fan. You fan however it is you want. All right, I'm just giving my opinion. Take it, leave it, ignore it, whatever. But that DB room, and I'd love to get, man, You know, Reddy Stewart, Nomad talked about him on his show a month before the draft, a month or two before the draft. I said, watch this guy. He's a ball hawk. And what happened? He's a ball hawk here. That's what it is. So do you cut him and try and hide him on a practice squad? Because you know someone like him is going to get going to be gobbled up in a heartbeat. Gobbled up. Gobble, gobble, gobble. But Greg Stroman, does he do anything for you? He doesn't do anything for me. Let's see. Jalen Jones, okay. Jonathan Owens, safety. Elijah Hicks, safety. Okay, we're good at the safety spot. Yeah. Jonathan Owens, Elijah Hicks. These are after Brisker and Byard. Third team, Quindell Johnson. Greg Stroman Jr. And what round is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. This DB room is tough, man. And that's good. That's a great thing. That's a great thing. Got a question. Kevin Scott says, Shawn, what do you think about Roschon Johnson? Reddy won't last on the practice squad. No, he won't. Nope. He'll be gone. As soon as he hits that practice squad, there'll be a slew of teams putting in a claim for him. Yep. Because here's the thing. Most teams don't have 3 good cornerbacks. They don't. And I think Reddy Scott can be a good cornerback. He's going to have his struggles, just like Tyreek Stevenson did, just like Kyler Gordon did, just like Stevenson, Gordon, Brisker. Just like those guys. They're going to have their issues as well. But if you get him early, man, we saw the big jump that Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, and Jaquan Brisker had in year 2. So if you can weather a storm, if you're good, but you're starting with that defense first, and you want that back end set, yeah, somebody's gonna come and take Reddy Stewart in a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. Do you keep him and place him and bury him on special teams? Can he return? I want to say he can, but and if not, oh well, good. Hey, wish him the best. We have no ill will toward him at all. It's not like he was a jag bag or anything. He's a kid from a small school that we were hoping could stick. And it could just be a numbers game. And it could be the best thing that ever happens to that young man if he leaves. Because he's going to go to a spot. Someone's going to scoop him up where they need. He might be able to play right away. Get a lot of the on-the-job training done right out the gate. Yeah. The running back room. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a quick break. All right? Take a quick one. All right, then we'll come back. Talk about the running back room. Don't go anywhere, folks. Keep it locked right here. Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago.
Many will hear the calling. Few will earn the title.
United States Marine. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hey, it's your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra, and be sure to follow Sports Zone Chicago on all social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and our Roku channel. You can find us at Sports Zone Chicago, and on Twitter, we are at Sports Zone Shy. Also, be sure to download our mobile app so you can take Sports Zone Chicago with you on the go.
How do you take care of your mind health?
For my mental health, I meditate in the mornings.
I have my dogs. They're the best.
I just find ways that help me just relax.
Finding things that make me happy, like being close to my family.
I meditate a lot and read books.
I have hobbies outside of the game. I'm able to switch off. I'm able to turn my brain off from the game of basketball.
Your mind health matters.
Your mind health matters.
We are looking for a few heroes, mentors, trailblazers, innovators, a passion to change lives, spark curiosity, open hearts, and awaken minds, help students answer the question, who am I? This could be your calling, but this is no job. It's the journey of a lifetime. Be a hero. Be a teacher.
Mental health and learning disorders don't discriminate. 17 million children and adolescents in the United States live with disorders like anxiety, depression, ADHD, and dyslexia. Less than half get the help they need to thrive. Help the Child Mind Institute change these children's lives. Visit childmind.org.
In the Cubs half of the third, down 1-0. And PCA lines one to right, and it's past the outstretched glove of Sanchez. PCA on the move, racing towards third. Are they going to send him? Here he comes! PCA to the plate, and wow! Inside the park home run, Pete Crow Armstrong. Oh, brother, can he absolutely fly?
Inside the park home run, one of the most exciting things you can ever see in a ball game.
Him coming around second base, I thought he was absolutely flying. Willie Harris saw it. He didn't hesitate. And good luck. You're not going to see many inside park home runs like that right there, where that ball pretty much stayed close to the outfielder, but they say you can't outrun the baseball. PCA just did.
Welcome back to Shawn and Maya in the morning on Sports Zone Chicago. Those clips courtesy of the Marquee Network. That was Saturday, I want to say. PCA was flying, boy. And when he, you know what? When he saw the ball hit off, when he saw the right fielder miss it, and it caromed, and it got away from him. Because that's all happening right in front of him. He's running to first base. He can see everything happening in right field. As soon as he realized it, he kicked it in, and he did not slow down. I think right around his turn on first base, he just like, I'm gone. I'm going home. And what's really funny, not funny, what's really helpful is you got a guy like, Willie Harris will send you. Sometimes a little too eager, former White Sox. Had one of the biggest catches in White Sox history in Mark Burley's perfect game. But he'll send you. He's not afraid to wave him in. Who is your guy, Cub fans? Wendell Kim. Wave him in, Wendell. Wave him in, Wendell. Let's get back to, we were talking about Bears. Kevin Scott asked Shawn, what do you think about Roschon Johnson? Reddy won't last on the practice squad. Yeah, Reddy's gone. If we put him on the practice squad, he won't be there a day. Roschon Johnson, to me, when you start hyping up which what they did with him last year. You start hyping up how great a person he is, and you don't really talk about how great of a football player he is, there's cause for concern. And he is a great young man, and that's awesome. But we also need great football players too. I'm not a big fan of his. I'm watching him. He's like a bowling ball. Like he runs to contact as opposed to running away from it. And by running away from it, I don't mean just going out of bounds when that's, I mean cutting back. All right, in week 3 against technically it was week 2 of the preseason, but against the Bengals, I believe. He had a screen or a run to the left. It was toward the bottom of the screen. And instead of cutting back, he ran through the guy. And I'm like, cut back and get more yards. So he's got to have, and I talked about it on a subsequent show. I talked about it. I'm like, someone's got to talk with him. Like, hey, dude, you just can't run through. This ain't college. These dudes are bigger, stronger, faster than you've ever imagined. Imagine the best linebacker you ever played with and the speed that he had, and imagine that for all 11 guys. King Booker World. He says, not big on Rojo. He tries to run through everything. Yeah, you can't. He does, and you can't do that. You're not. Oh shoot! What's the X-Men who ran Juggernaut? You're not Juggernaut, bro. You're not Juggernaut. And everybody, trust me, everybody who's had that style in the past doesn't last long. No, they don't. Oh man. Jay Grizz checking in. Good morning, Papa. ¿Cómo estás, eh? Hey, Grizz up in this mother Hubbard. Hell yeah. Anyone who's ever had that type of bowling ball, I'll run through you style, it's not lasted. Marion Barber, remember him? That was his thing. We can go all the way back to Earl Campbell if you want. Look at him and the health issues he has. Like you can't just run through people anymore. It's just not. And that's back when, D linemen were 160, 170 pounds. Linebackers were 230 pounds, 220 pounds. And he was 240, 250 running through them. And he still had a lot of issues. These guys are bigger, stronger, and faster. It's not a style that's conducive to this type of NFL. Oh, that's funny. He had Barry Foster, another one. So the one thing he can do is he likes to run through people. He can pass pro, that's for sure. That's for sure. Steven Jackson from the Rams. Craig Ironhead Hayward. All those guys, look at the way that their career and their post-career lives turned out. Yeah, Roshan Johnson, and that could open the door. That could open the door for Velus Jones. Velus Jones had 111 yards and a tutty. Roshan Johnson was dealing with a concussion. So is he going to play? What do they want to do? He's their guy. Velus Jones isn't their guy, but Velus Jones is available. And Velus Jones shows he can run the hell out of an outside zone. Cut back, cut all the way back. And then race it to the end zone. So it could be, hey, Roshan's hurt. Velus Jones in. I'm okay with that. DeAndre Swift and Khalil Herbert are the bell cows in that order. 1, Swift. 2, Herbert. 3, you want to throw Vedas in there? I'm cool with it. Because I'm just not stuck on and sold on Roschon Johnson. Now, if you want to put him in a pass pro, sure, no problem. Cornelius Squall said it'll open the door for Vedas. Yeah, it will. It will. But this running back room is deep. And then Ian Booker goes out. That hurt. Ian Booker goes out with a torn ACL, so he's out for the year. And it stinks. So my question, and luckily it happened early. So by next training camp, he'll be ready. Because the guys are getting done with that in 8 months. Thank you, Adrian Peterson, for shortening the curve on the rehab and return to the field. King Booker World. They mess with Bayless, but if he gets the ball in space, he's Swayze. But you just got to get him the ball, and he had a problem. He has a problem tracking the ball. He has a problem catching the ball, so you got to hand him the ball. I'm sorry, Ian Wheeler. Who did I say? Did I say someone? I'm sorry, Kevin. Ian Wheeler tore his ACL. Did I misspeak? If I did, I apologize. Yeah, Ian Wheeler tears his ACL, and it sucks for him because he put off medical school. He put off medical school to live out his NFL dream. So what do? Man, it's so hard when you have those options. So difficult. Like, why not just go to medical school? All right, but you also have that little voice in you like, dude, you could be in the NFL. You could be in the NFL. Go to med school, but then all of a sudden, what if the Bears do well? I would stay in the NFL as long as you can. Medical school ain't going nowhere. The NFL is a finite time. So if I were Ian Wheeler, I'd stay. Stay in the NFL with the Bears, get in a trial somewhere else. Because once you leave, all right, you're good. You're gone for good. Plank said Herb Howard was never big on Rojo. I guess now I know why. Yeah, he just hasn't shown. He hasn't shown flashes. I was hoping he'd be good. I was saying, let's see it. Let's see how he plays. And just no. So, and Travis Homer, where does that leave him? I mean, he's a big special team guy. What does that do to Velas? Because you're not going to put Velas back at punt or kick. I mean, maybe you put him at kick because he's got all that time before the front line gets through, and I wouldn't put him back there. So what about this wide receiver room? I mean, we said the running back room is going to be deep. What about this wide receiver room? Like, this is Colin Johnson. Where you at? Here you go. Peter LeBlanc. Nah, John Jackson the third. No, Colin Johnson was brought here. Or John Jackson was brought here because he was Caleb's best friend. Ain't that right, King Booker World? King Booker World writes, finally feels good to have the problem of not knowing who to keep. And this is Pole's biggest problem. You have to decide who am I going to keep, but you also have to keep some slots available and open for a surprise cut. There could be some. There could be a surprise cut, and could it be because it's a surprise? It's it's a surprise cut. Like, who on another team is going to have a cap casualty? What if we see another defensive end that gets cut and is more productive than what's his name? Darrell Taylor. I said Derek. Cornelius, you are so right. He writes, the harder the cuts, the better the team. Yeah, it is. But this is the problem. Like you said, King Booker World, finally feels good to have the problem of not knowing who to keep. Yeah. That means you got guys who are talented. And you got guys who the drop off between them and the person in front of them, the person you cut and the person who stays, isn't that great. Isn't that great? The differential, the talent, the potential, isn't that great? Ryan Poles told us a couple months ago, it's going to be a hard team to make. Okay. What about the quarterback position? Do you think they use 3? They keep him? Because don't forget, we still got an extra we got an exemption from Torrey Taylor, the punter, because he's not an American citizen, so he doesn't take up a roster spot. I don't know why they had that rule, but whatever. We get an extra player. So are you okay keeping it with the quarterback or having the emergency quarterback only on game day? I don't think that it doesn't take up a roster spot. But what have you seen in Tyson Bagent? Has he done enough for you to be number 2? What about Brett Ripien? Brett Ripien, he look good? Is he good enough to be number 2? He's a journeyman. What about Austin Reed? What about a youngster? Austin Reed could be this year's Tyson Bagent if given time. These are all decisions that have to be made and have to be made quickly. Quickly. So Kevin Scott says, I trust in Poles. I do too. King Booker World is funny. King Booker World writes, just think, a few years ago we were trying to talk ourselves into Pringle as being wide receiver 1. Byron Pringle. Yeah. Hats off to the architect, Ryan Poles. And this is a great thing that we're having. He's going to have issues on who to cut. And I'm good with that. I'm really good with that. But I also trust he's going to pick the right guys. That I do. The right guys to stay, the right guys to go. Austin Reed, I'm keeping Bagent. Caleb 1, Bagent 2, and if you want to keep Ripien 3, the emergency quarterback, I don't know how much they get paid. Does he want to be the 3rd quarterback? Austin Reed, you're out. You go. It's not too bad. You go. I think Austin Reed might be the odd man out in the quarterback room. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, guys? Kevin Scott said Tyson Bagent is going to be an attractive trade chip for us in a few years. Why? Why wouldn't you keep him? You've already seen him win games in the NFL. Why wouldn't you keep him? I'm keeping Tyson Bagent. He's calm, cool, collected. You watch his feet. He's got no happy feet whatsoever. King Booker was said, "Did you just hit him with the police academy, Shawn? Too bad, so sad. Bye-bye." That's why I like this crowd. I love my followers, because you all know I'm old as hell. So I'm gonna hit with a line of a movie or a song, usually a movie, in the middle of the show. And you get it. That's the crazy part. You get it. We didn't go finish the wide receiver group. Let's do that. DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Keenan Allen. Done. Tyler Scott, done. He's on the team. Got Dante Pettis, DeAndre Carter, Colin Johnson, Peter LeBlanc, and John Jackson. All depends. I don't know. I mean, the other one, Peter LeBlanc, yeah, you're not doing it. John Jackson, you're not going to make it. Not going to make it. You're not going to make it. Just don't. It's too many. Because you still got Tyler Scott. Yeah, DJ Moore, Roma Dunze, Keenan Allen, Tyler Scott, Deontay Pettis. Does he keep his job? I don't know. So 5. Do you want to keep a 6th wide receiver? Yeah, Caleb does seem to like Scott. And they never seem to be able to get they got to hit a big one. 40+ yarder. I think they hit one early on. But they got to hit those, because they're there. They are there. And to see him fly down the sideline and see Caleb getting the ball, see Scott strutting into the end zone because he's past everybody, so he can walk if he wants, so he struts. That'd be dope. That'd be dope. That takes the top off of defense. That makes them respect your deep game, which opens up everything else underneath. Everything. The roster's pretty good. King Booker Worldwide. Scott will draw so many PIs, pass interference calls, this year. I think so. I think that's so. I think so. That's why So my thought is still in play. Bayless and Scott, I have them both slots, have them do rub routes right in the middle of the field. Whoever's open, throwing the ball. I don't even know what you're saying there, Junior. But anyway, the bad thing about this, where we're at now, is we have to wait 2 weeks or 13 days now. We got to wait 2 weeks. But it's a home game. Season opener. The place is going to be rocking. You know, everyone's excited about Caleb as a quarterback. Shane Waldron, the OC. Eric Washington, the DC. Yeah, there's a lot to be fired up about. A lot. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. If nothing else, it's going to be fun. That, my peoples, I can promise you. What tricks does Ryan Pohl have up his sleeve now? Who is he eyeing? You know, because he's got to have one guy who said, okay, if he looks like he could be a cap casualty, I got to be on the lookout for him. Who do you think that guy could be? Who do you think? Bueller? Bueller. Kevin Scott says, I love Tyson, Shawn, but if a team is desperate enough, we might be able to get a high pick. Great teams do it to get stronger. Send Reed to the practice squad to develop. They're not getting a high pick for Tyson Bagent. Well, I'd say a third, maybe a fourth, because he's not drafted. Excuse me. I don't think they have a high pick, not probation. I think third would be the highest. Although I think it's fourth to fifth. Third, yeah, that's about good for him. Let's see. Jason said, let the NFL pay for your medical school because if not, you're going to have massive debt. Yeah? Yeah. But I'm excited. I can't wait till opening day, opening weekend. The Chiefs are playing Thursday to get it started. We're playing a Sunday at noon to keep it going. Man, it's going to be fun. This season is going to be fun, and I look forward to a lot of Bears victory Mondays. All right? Wherever I'm at, whether I'm here, I'm on the road, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be awesome. Well, guys, 2 hours is coming and gone. I had a great time. I want to thank everyone here at Sports Zone Chicago. Elliot Baez, our executive producer, Clarence, our social media guy, Clarence Council the third, and my co-host and absentia Maya. Guys, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. It's Monday, baby. Turn on beast mode. Activate beast mode. Get stuff done today. I have a few calls to make and things after I pick up the warden from CrossFit, and I'm thinking about going to the pool in Orland. I got a couple people passes. You got to use. I don't have to use them, but I have them, so you don't have to be part of the township to go there if you roll with me. So I'm going to go to the pool today. All the kids are in school. Well, suburban kids were in school before, but just in case some of the city kids and their parents want to bring them out here, all the kids are in school today. So it should be pretty empty all week. So that's my plan. Guys, make sure you tell everyone, all your loved ones, you love them. Man, make sure you don't forget that, all right? Make sure you let your, any beefs that you have with your peoples, all right, clear that up if it's important. If it's some legit shit, I get. But if it's petty, well, he didn't apologize, or if he's the ego, he's a this. Come on, stop. All right, clear those up, because let me tell you, the finality of death is extremely painful. All right, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. All right, so let your loved ones know you love them. Spend time to go see them, hang out with them. Okay, spend time. And trust me, the fact that you have friends, that makes you one of the richest people on the face of the earth. All right, guys, you have a phenomenal day. I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. I'm going to replay this at 6 tonight. All right, so if you missed anything, feel free to go back to 6 o'clock, or go back and check it out after 6 o'clock. All right, so for everyone here in Chicago, Sports Zone Chicago, I'm your boy, the SuperBack, Shawn Sierra. Folks, have a great day. Stay cool. I am out.